live, y'all. We on here. We a little late though, but we out here. We here. Look at me walking downtown. Downtown, Damon. All right, people. Okay, I need some music to that. I had my thumbnail up too soon. All right. Can y'all hear me? We good, brother?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
We sounding good. All right, we cool. We cool. Real quick, man. I want to tell you I appreciate you, brothers, for jumping out here with me. I'm gonna start off and introduce myself. My name is I go by Mr. Check Your Temp. Uh, have an organization here in Cincinnati called 365 Never Ending Fight. As you can see, the title at the bottom. It's a 365 Never Ending Fight lifestyle. And I got my partner B Farley. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. How you doing, sir?
I'm chilling, man. I got my partner Mac D. What's going on with your boy?
Same old shit, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We're gonna dive in, man. With a few more things, right? I'm gonna put this in the air. So March 15th, right? We're gonna be downtown at Over the Rhine Eatery. We have a thing called 365 Community, which is having an open dialogue on school issues that parents and teachers may have. Uh, so that's going to be a great dialogue. This is two of the partners I got that's going to be on that panel. I have one more guy, Mr. Kenny. He's a principal. He been teaching in these schools, man, about 30, 40 years. So he know about what he know about, right? He got a lot of experience. So that's going to be March 15th, March 29th. We're going to be down at Kroger's again, Over the Rhine Eatery, but we're going to be doing the sip and press, right? The sip and press is a spinoff of a sip and paint where we take your artwork and we press it on your t-shirt when you finish painting.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing this in Cincinnati for about since 2019, 2020. I think it was 2020 was the first, if I'm not mistaken. Let me think. Make sure I ain't forgetting nothing else. April. We have another sip and press jumping off over in Kentucky on Madison. This is for all women only. It's called Boss Lady Sip and Press. It's gonna be slick. So that's gonna be just look out for the flyers for that. But the March 15th event, I will be raffling off 4 free tickets to the Sip and Press. So if you've never experienced it, tap in. It's a great thing. It's a great a great time, great DJs. The female DJ for the female event, that's gonna be a female DJ. The one at Kroger's, depending on who I get, probably holler at my boy John or TY. I'm trying to think. I'm not forgetting anything. Y'all want to put something in the air, man? B
Nothing at
Farley,
all.
you got
Nah.
anything? All right, we can roll then. Okay, but no, we can tap it in, man. Cincinnati once again is on the map for some more racism, some good old fashioned homegrown homegrown racism. Uh, so I'm quite sure y'all heard or seen rather. Let me get to my point. And don't forget, if y'all see any misspelled words, I did go to Pleasant Hill. I was in Aiken for 4 months before I got kicked out.
Hey, man.
So it happens from
Aiken ain't
time to
making no damn
time.
better now, did they?
Right. Gotta say
Boy.
that. So, question at hand, man. What was the neo Nazis' message? What was their point of popping out on I-75 on the bridge over there by Lincoln Heights? What y'all think their message was? What was the point?
I don't think they had a point to the truth. Uh, we all know about the red. It's nothing new.
Right.
That saying if you look at your history books, it's been said thousands of times before. So I don't know what their message was or what they're trying to imply, but it's nothing new. I think they were just trying to start some shit, and that's that.
Gotta say
Hey,
that. Gotta say
whatever they
that.
was trying to do, it worked. If the plan was to start some shit, It worked.
But
Worked
you
a
know
little
what?
too well.
It didn't, because nobody got killed.
Nah, that's the. But you know, the
Well,
police came and
well,
put a
the
Hey,
stop
police
to
was
anything that
was
could
was
have
escorting
happened.
them, right?
blocker,
So the
blocker.
police.
That would, hey,
Would you say it again?
hey, hey, they started it. I thought, man, at this point in time where we at, you would have thought it would have escalated a lot worse than what it did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad the people showed up though. I'm glad they did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. So let me ask you this though: do you think it would, with them coming out and us showing up saying that they're not going to allow this? What did that do?
Uh,
I mean, it's more of a symbol than anything. It's not
we
really nothing hard that you could take away from it and be like, well, yeah, this happened, so this ain't gonna happen. Nah, that's more of a symbol than anything. Because I
Okay,
mean, especially like in today's times, you know, as black people, we lay down a lot.
right.
And
We've
we
been
accept
laying
a
down a
lot
lot.
of bullshit. So to see a group of people have an event like that in their neighborhood and then they react to it in the way that they reacted to it, I was just proud of that.
okay, okay. So, but like I said, we gonna I don't want us to jump the gun for the questioning because
Okay.
I do prompt.
I'm sorry.
Because I know we went to Cincinnati public schools, and sometimes we like to count ahead and see where it's time to read at. Like,
Right.
I got paragraph number 12. Let me pre-read that
But
about
the
50 seconds.
the they message, I don't know what their message was. I
Well,
have
Yeah,
my
no
I
idea.
can
message,
say
like
what they meant.
I guess they was recruiting because, like I said, we have seen flyers and little pamphlets
Yeah.
been passed out prior to this,
Yeah.
right? Uh, so I guess it is a recruitment thing. So I'm assuming that's what it was for them trying to recruit, show off that they out here, which we know because racism is not going anywhere. Uh, but let me see. Let's roll on to the next one. What's this one? That one. What you think about that
Okay.
one? That's the one here.
I like you said, Mac. I was happy they showed up. Uh, if I was younger and I was in Lincoln Heights, it would have been a lot more. It would have been worse than that. I'd have wanted to see some. I'd have wanted to see some action.
Action as
your your
in
your, your phone
Plaka
your
plaka.
phone froze, right? But let's keep in mind that that we cannot promote I didn't
violence.
hear
Yeah.
what you said because your phone blinked. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It kind of froze a little bit, so I didn't hear that. But let's keep
Okay.
the
I'm glad.
rhetoric
Okay.
very, very mature. Because
Okay.
I know they real particular on these platforms. You know what I mean?
Byron trying to get the
But
platform fucked up the first day.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, let's kind of play that even with the cussing, right?
I
Let's
got
kind
you.
of
I got you.
yeah, I mean, like But anyway, but how do you think the people handled it, right? The people, me personally, one thing I had a discussion with somebody at work, and times is hard, right? Money
Right.
funny, right? Things is scarce. Trump doing what he doing in the White House. Cutting things and slicing things. And a lot of people, tomorrow is not promised, or not more or less promised. They don't know what it's gonna look like. Better yet,
Right.
right? So when you get this entity that pull up in the community with this hate rhetoric, right? Then you got people who just stressing over this stressing period. Them two things mixed together. Sometimes we try to relieve stress. You know what I mean? So when I see the people, walk up and walk into that situation, I was proud that did nothing happen, right? I was happy to the point where they knew how to control. We know how to control ourselves to a certain extent, right?
Hmm.
Because we're not really gonna go down right there. The police right there, unless people was ready to unalive themselves. But or was just
But
the
but
back and forth and
but as
what you
far
say?
as handling it,
Yeah.
okay, that we're not going to resort to violence. And I'm not saying the violence work, but I do believe in certain instances it does. Why even show up? Let them go out there and preach they hate. Let's Then why even go out there? They're
So
gonna do
you
what they do.
saying
So I looked at it like, okay, if we're not gonna fight fire with fire, what's the point?
mm,
Uh, so certain these different groups and stuff gonna come out and protest, but I, I guess what I looked at it is, okay, they're still doing this, they're still preaching this. Okay, now it's time for us to come together. You see that there's still an element out there that still don't mess with. So if you wanted to combat that, let's come together. And I mean, a lot of people in Lincoln Heights said we came together as a community. I get it, but really coming together as a community is by stopping all the BS in Lincoln Heights or in the city. If you really want to show 'em, if you really want to show them that we together, let's stop all the bull stuff.
Right.
mm.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, just the violence
Because
that we
all
kind
you're
of
doing is just
disseminated.
feeding into it. Y'all yelling and yelling. It's like, yeah, we still got them.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
to
then you
some
got
degree or
generations
another.
though. You got generation. You got. I mean, like I say once again, man. Everybody went out there. It was the people out there who wanted to be out there, who wanted to pull up. Right. I'm gonna ask you a
Yeah, and
question,
you
right?
know what? Like I said, I love to see us going out there. Yeah, but then in the twist, I'm like, what is that doing? We've been doing this for too long.
Right.
This is not the first time that these type of groups came out and said these things. And you see, they say what they saying. Cops is right there, and then we saying, this is okay, man. I mean, are we fed up with any of this? Look, I think the way that we come together and show them is by truly coming together.
Mm.
Okay. So what that look like though for you coming together? When you say come together, what that look like for you? Give me an example of what you say come together.
Okay, if they say that we spend so much money in this in United States, there's a market where there's somebody black that's doing something.
Right.
Spend our money with them. Let's start truly
Support each
building,
other. Support each other
supporting one another.
financially.
Right.
So economic power.
Yes. So with this being handled, right? If we just say majority of black people were economically sound, would we even care about him marching?
I
We
mean, I would
probably
still care,
You
but
would care if they were out there killing us.
yeah,
But if you're economically sound, you're not even worried about them.
Right. But that's the point I'm making. That's the point when I was describing the part where the folks who, the ones who are dealing with the stresses of life, right, looking for an avenue to release on, right, for the
yes,
nine the people that's working, building a business, etc. They really ain't have too much time to focus. You know what I mean?
on
And
that
they
situation.
energy,
Yes.
they energy
Hmm.
in that direction if it's not called for yet. Right? Because most people look at it like, well, it's not in my backyard. It's not right. It's not in my neighborhood. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
ain't
I
messing with
get
my
that.
money.
I get that. Because if they was out here in the cold rain area, would I even trip on it? I probably wouldn't. Because I mean, I'm gonna still make my payments on my mortgage. And now, if it comes to the point where they're out here hurting our kids, then yeah, it's time to
Then it's a different
But other than
story.
that, yeah, it's a different story.
Right. Now I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So we're gonna move along, man. So what you think about this one right here? Did I prompt that right? Is there a double standard when black people assemble?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why
Absolutely.
you think?
Uh, why do I think there is a double standard, or why do I believe that there's a double standard for black people opposed to white people?
You can go for both. Got to say that.
Okay, precisely. Okay, when black people assemble, there will never be a point when black people assemble where people have to call the police. The police are always there, like off the top.
Got to
In the
say that.
most non-violent settings, the police are always going to be there. I don't give a damn what happened. It
Right.
doesn't matter. You know, like the thing up in Lincoln Heights. It would have been a completely different story if it was black people.
Yeah.
You know, like it wouldn't have been police there to keep the peace. It would have been police there to make sure y'all wasn't there.
Right.
But I mean, the double standard is always going to be a thing in the United States for us. It's been like that since the beginning of time.
So do
Yeah,
you think
absolutely.
black people? So do you think black people should assemble more?
I think we
Should
should
we be
assemble
I
more?
less.
would say that, yeah, that we need to start exercising our rights.
I think
They're
I think we should assemble less.
why is that?
I mean, because why do they need to know that we're trying to do what we're trying to do?
Oh, that's
Say that.
true.
You
Why
gotta
do they
say
need to
that.
know?
Oh,
You
that
know,
you
the
know what
more
that
that they know, the more that they can stop.
yeah, the revolution would not be televised, right?
But
Absolutely
hold on
not.
though. But hold on though. But on the flip side, now we ain't saying go out there with and give away and advertise the blueprint, but
Right.
maybe we need to show face for young black men to see a type of organization that promotes healthy power, like right
I get that.
camaraderie between the race. So I'm saying assemble in that light, or not assemble on a threat, but assemble more. Like for example, the young home. I don't know what organization this is, but I didn't see them downtown, and they do a lot with preaching against the Bible, right, and white folks. I don't know if y'all
Right.
know who I'm talking about. But I can't think of that organization's name. But they do. I see them downtown by the square, but they down there more or less using the rhetoric of letting black folks know about white folks, right? But when I speak about it, assemble is more just to show a healthy figure of black men. You know what I mean? For the younger, as they like to say, YNs.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean? You know,
those images are definitely necessary, but you don't really need to do those on a grand scale. Like your efforts with going to 2020 and making sure that the young people can see you and see you in
right.
a positive light, and then you bringing some positivity to them. I think that's a great thing to do. Like anything you can do on a small scale to reach young people is
Yeah.
going to be great. But like anything that we do, if it's done on a grand scale, it's going to get blown out of proportion.
Got to
It's
say
going
that.
to, and then the effectiveness goes out the window as well. Because
Because
if
they're
you,
gonna weaponize it.
yeah,
A group of black
it's gonna
people is
make it
already
sound
weaponized.
right. Like I mean, do we need more positive images? Absolutely, but I don't think we need them on grand scales.
Right. Right.
You know, because
Well, I guess that's what the
those
Black Family Reunion is. Is
the
that the
Black
Black Family
Family
Reunion?
Reunion well, I ain't been in years, but it used to be a great thing to
Yeah.
promote just black people being around black people.
Like families, yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
And
mean,
then it got blown out of proportion with the fights, with the shootings and stuff like that. And in typical fashion, outsiders would say with the shootings and stuff, typical. That's typical. They're violent and this and this. And that. So yeah, I can understand how I can understand where you're coming from, Mac, as far as not happening on a grand scale.
yeah,
Because
I
when
don't.
things go left, boy, what do they say? Typical.
But you know
Yeah,
what? I mean, I could see one thing, not to derail or do a segue, but one event that I went to last year was Blink. Y'all tapped into Blink,
Oh
right?
yeah, I love that.
yes,
Man, when I tell you to see it was so many people in Cincinnati together of all races and backgrounds, and there was no smoke. Like
yeah,
I didn't hear about not one crime that night or that weekend down in that vicinity.
right.
You know what I mean? So it just goes to show that the power that people really do can operate in the same thing. But
But
but how do you feel about?
in the token, when you say the blink, you thinking about the blink.
Yeah,
That's very broad. It doesn't focus on a certain group. Anybody who loves art will come down.
that's what
Black
I'm
Family
getting.
Reunion was about black family.
Right.
So maybe maybe if they change the whole Black Family Reunion to just family, maybe you'll you wouldn't see as much.
Gotta say that. Gotta say that. So
Because then they just focusing on families in our community.
okay, okay, I see what you said. But like I said, but just to see, I think it is a healthy thing for the younger generation, this younger era that's coming up now to just to be a part of more positive things in each
Mm-hmm.
community. I mean, it shouldn't take that for the Nazis to pull up for black people to try to get together, right?
It
Yeah, I
shouldn't.
mean, because we do that a lot. We kind of late, when now we want to have conversations of inclusiveness. I mean, just building just within our own family and our own community. But this should be a
Right.
rhetoric that goes on and talked about and pushed right in everybody's household. Because as a
Right.
race, we are divided, just within our own race. I mean,
Right.
but that's something that need to be addressed. You gotta say that. But hold on. What we got? Here we go. Boy, what you think about that, B? Mac B? Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Do they trigger black people anxiety?
All day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, everybody started going to the gun range. Boy, everybody started clicking
Yeah.
up. Click.
Everybody
Okay.
when Trump was in office, and I had a my cousin say they said, "Oh, since Trump been in office, he's he's bringing people out." And I said, "I never seen Trump promote any of that. Not to say that he's not sparking nothing, but he never said anything about those type of groups. Like he's condoning any of those groups."
Right.
He don't go against them either though.
He don't.
Uh,
He
So
don't.
without being if you're not for them and you're not
you vote.
against them, then you're kind of supporting it.
Right.
True.
You're not speaking to it. You're not
Yeah,
addressing it.
if you don't say nothing against it, you with it.
Yeah,
There it
I
is.
get that.
There it is.
I
I
get
mean,
that, but
but
it did spark a lot of anxiety with all the cuts that he's doing. This happened. Oh, we about there.
man, I mean, black people have lost their minds. And I'll say this to say this. Okay, I had a discussion at work the other day with an older gentleman. He's like,
Yeah.
man, it's gonna get worse in this country. I'm like, worse than what?
Right,
What haven't black people already been through in this country that they gonna do again?
Gotta say
right,
that.
Are we gonna hang from trees?
right. I,
Are they gonna
you
start
know what?
lynching us?
Yeah, somebody said that too. Like, yeah, they about to start going back. I said,
Man,
do you think,
man, stop it.
man?
Man,
That's
black people
never
have
gonna go
been
back
through
there.
the worst that this country could possibly give you.
Right,
It ain't nothing more that they can do. Nothing.
right.
And we ain't
I'm,
and
I'm
we ain't going back.
and
It
we ain't
ain't we
going
ain't
back.
going back.
We're not going
If
It's
back.
over.
if
Like,
if if, if there is a swing in this country where you start seeing black people get lynched and stuff, then you about to see a lot of violence.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, it just can't get any worse than what we've already experienced. And
Right,
and I think more so than anything, we believe being that we didn't experience our personal selves that it's going to get worse. No, we have ancestors that are alive that were alive during Jim Crow.
Yeah.
right,
So what can they do to you right now?
right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They
Like,
can't.
Without it being on the flow. Gotta
man,
Yeah,
say that.
and you well within your rights for it to be on the flow.
right.
So no. Man, black people, we gotta
But it
work.
do trigger the anxiety, man. Like, everybody's,
Hey,
rightfully, but
It's
rightfully so, right? Because now we
But
starting to
it goes
reminisce,
back. But it
huh?
goes back to what I'm saying. Like you see, when you know the history, is you like, okay, okay, is that it? Because we're not going back.
I
Yeah,
mean,
nah,
man.
ain't no way around it. But I'm gonna ask you a question though. But how about is it wrong for one part of the ideology that they have is to keep their race within their race for us dating within your race, right? Because that's one part of their, keeping the white bloodline pure,
Man,
right?
Yeah.
Without dating black people,
it's
Mexicans,
over.
etc.
Blacks and whites have been so. We've been so integrated. The numbers are as far as blacks marrying whites marrying blacks is it's increasing by the minute. Before you know it, everybody gonna be mixed.
At
So
the
in
end
other
of the
words,
day,
they might as well
man,
get over it. They might as well
I
get over
can't
that part.
see the
Like,
white race going forward without integrating with another race.
Yeah,
It's not enough white people left.
right.
It's
And
just
that's a
not.
fact. It's a
It's
fact.
just not, man. Their numbers they dying way quicker than what they can produce.
But but is that
it,
why they coming out? But is
that's
this
why they
why they
coming
kick,
out.
they coming out more now?
I
I
mean,
believe
Trying
that.
to recoup?
Yeah, I think they're scared. It's not just black. I mean, there's a large portion of Mexicans, a lot of these Indians. Where white folks are not the breadwinners of all the races no more. So
those
yeah, so they losing a lot of ranks. They're upset.
Right.
the
Right.
poor
And
white people in the country,
Yeah,
they're upset. I
yeah.
don't
so
think
it
it's more
is.
so the people that are well off or in good situations. Because you could
Right.
go to these other neighborhoods and you don't see those people. Like
Right.
they showed a few pictures of them clowns that was in Lincoln Heights. They security guards and little jobs like that. So,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
That's what I'm
I would
saying.
be
So
upset too.
but that's what I'm saying. When your
Now
money
I won't
funny,
be surprised if they some they residents of Mason on that. I won't be surprised.
It would not surprise me in the slightest bit.
But
but that's what I'm
but yeah,
saying, man. When your money funny, you trying to find ways to relieve that
Exactly.
stress, right?
Exactly.
So it's like a recipe for disaster. So now, you got other
so
people that's you got that
so
same stress build up.
you blaming black folks for taking the jobs at Walmart.
No, 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 no. I'm
No,
blaming.
hell no.
Like my thing is this: if you white and you don't feel like the world is kind to you, I can't blame nobody but you
Got to say that.
Uh-huh.
because you've been white your whole life.
Right.
You
You
can't be
jumped off the
wasting
porch
whiteness.
ahead.
You
Yeah,
can't be wasting
You
whiteness.
came out the womb, they caught you. You was ahead.
you man. They told you was smart, and you happen to end up being stupid. Man, that's crazy.
Got to
You
say that.
you didn't control this country since its inception, and you can't figure a way through it. That's a problem for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Like
those
this
are the
world is
ones.
Those the
set up for
ones.
white people to win.
Those
Those
are
the
the
ones
ones.
kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Those the ones kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Got to
They
say
the
that.
ones mad. Like
Right.
I can't be mad. Nah, y'all had everything y'all way.
Right. You remember that joke that Dave Chappelle said? He said when I think it was Popeyes and it was a dude say, "Hey," he said, "I don't know why I'm gonna be mad. You the one working at Popeyes."
Like man,
No, I ain't here.
they
Yeah.
wasting their whiteness, man.
Right.
Like, I mean, we've come in. We were born at a disadvantage, so to see
Right.
us
Yeah.
win is beautiful. But if you
Right.
white and you mad about how this country is being ran and what's going on in this country for you, like man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to
Got to
hear
say
that.
that.
This whole situation is set up for you to win.
Correct.
Like they give y'all better home loans. That's been documented. They give y'all
Right.
better credit scores. That's been documented. Like what else
Right.
do you want? Like you've had every head start possible. If you
Hey.
find a way to still lose, that's
Hey.
your fault.
Hey. That goes back. I
Right.
was watching this
If you
show.
find a way to still lose,
And
that's your
he said, "Black folks." Hello.
Yeah. What you say, B? My bad. I
And
was
it
watching.
was saying how black folks like, man, y'all still be crying about y'all can't get your way. This is the reverse thing of white folks saying that y'all mad that that y'all being left behind now. There's so many races moving past y'all now,
Like,
and y'all
man,
upset.
man, you can't be mad as a white person. But then that's how ignorant they truly are. Because they'll get everything that they get wasted, and then some kind of way it's somebody else's fault. Nah,
Right.
I don't
You
want to hear
understand?
that.
So question. So the next question I prompted, right? Did the police do their job that
Yes.
day?
Yes.
Explain,
They kept
elaborate.
they kept the
Okay.
peace.
There you go.
And when they start seeing the black folks coming out, they got scared. So you know what? Let's get these white folks out here before. I
They
think I
want to
seen them.
escalate.
Yeah.
They did a
So
good
I
job of
start.
keeping them black people off them white guys.
Yeah.
Because that was gonna go
Hey,
bad.
did
Yeah.
y'all see the Aryan Nations newsletter that they put out?
Is that what you sent me, Byron?
Yeah.
Was that what you, yeah,
Said race
they
war.
said they said
Like,
they say black people waged war on them.
right.
They said what do you say they nappy head what do you say nappy head chimps or something they call I said they said
You see, look where we at, like, right? You taking this as a joke, right?
right, that's what I'm saying. That's the
Like,
best you can come
you
up
can't
with.
even take it serious no more, man.
I mean,
Nah.
man, at the same time, man, white folks, they just gonna find a way to be upset.
Yeah,
It ain't nothing
you
you could do.
you
Yeah.
came to my neighborhood, caused distress, and we come out and you call it. You say it's war now. You started it.
I mean, if that's what you brought to Lincoln Heights, I know Lincoln Heights ain't what it used to be, but it's still Lincoln Heights.
Still nigga
Right,
heights.
Yeah,
Still
you
nigga
made a
heights.
bad choice. Y'all
right,
packed yourselves up in a U-Haul to come over there and get ran off.
But they was on
right.
the outskirts. Like, was that really like up in Lincoln Heights? They was on the outskirts. He
It was
wasn't
on
in
that
the
bridge.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
they was on
wasn't
that
up in
bridge that crossed 75.
yeah.
So in Lincoln Heights, but not in Lincoln Heights just enough.
Right, right,
But
right.
I mean, they were strategic with what they were doing for
Of
sure.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Cause
was
they was
trying to
trying to
get
get people
everybody's
attention.
attention on 75.
Yeah, right up the
absolutely.
highway.
And I mean, you know, with social media, you gonna get that kind of attention real quick.
ASAP.
You
Yeah,
know,
so
ASAP.
what they did. That's what they did. That was their agenda.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't even take them as serious anymore. I mean, until they start licking shots.
Yeah, nah. That's why I said it. They did what they supposed to do.
right?
They try to recruit. But one thing I do know, they fade. That racism part is phasing out, right? Because black people is so dominant across the globe, right? We set the
Yeah,
tone for everything, right?
man.
You know what I mean? So, them old folks, that ideology eventually, I believe, may fizzle out, uh, one day,
Mhm.
Yeah,
right? Because like I said, still breeding, right? So you still, that's not gonna stop. You know what I mean? That's going nowhere. White women gonna mess with black men and black men gonna mess with white women and et cetera, right? So that ain't going nowhere. So it's a matter of time for, that energy fizzle out eventually. Yeah, man. Oh, we got
but
Yeah.
okay, real quick,
you.
what
Yeah.
are they gonna do when Trump is gone?
Find somebody else.
I mean, cause shit. I mean, what else you gonna do, man?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
how long are the Proud Boys gonna be proud?
They're always gonna be proud boys.
You
Hold
know,
on
how
though. What
long?
one of them black? What dude black? The head of the Proud Boys?
Dude was mixed. I think dude was mixed.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I think he was black. I think he was a mix with a black dude.
He
Yeah,
was a
So
black
I gotta
dude
he
see
can't
that
be
that.
ran the
too
Proud
proud.
Boy.
Let's transition. I got this one right here. Let me see what that say. Okay. We kind of talked about it, but let's go a little deeper with it, right?
Okay.
If this kind of racism survive in 2025.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
And what I mean by this kind, just popping out, you know what I mean, with the banner, trying to recruit, the flyers, right? You know what I mean? Because, racism actually been transitioned into the professional in a health field, right? You know what I
It's
mean?
always
Law
been like
office.
that.
Huh?
That's always been.
You said depend?
No, I said that type of racism has always been
Right.
in every type
Right.
of profession
Right.
since the beginning of time.
Yeah. So it just transitioned. It's just transition. That's why you don't see it more in the street no more like that. 'Cause remember back in the day, they used to do that down on the square around Christmas time.
Yes, they
Man,
Remember
did.
the KKK used to set up down there back when they used to throw the tree up years ago?
Yeah.
yeah.
Every
But do
year.
y'all remember they used to march over by UC? Remember the skinheads used to be down in Clifton a lot.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
So
But I think
yeah,
that type of I think it's like how it is for institutionalized for us, the institutions and the systems that always been more where it reside at anyway. But I think for it's more been on the street now, on the street signs and post, it's just too risky. I mean, eventually that's gonna fizzle out. But anyway, then on the same time, black people is just too influential. You know what I mean? We got too much influence. You know what I mean? For even to be a thing, So I don't
and
know.
you know what, you see a lot of white folks who ain't even on that no more. And ain't tripping on it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
remember talking to certain white folks even during the civil rights time. A lot of some of them, I ain't gonna say all, and I hate to put numbers on it, who knew it was wrong from the start. They just they had no say so. They went with the
Right.
flow.
Man, what is the point of knowing something is wrong if you're gonna be right there with it?
Well, I mean, we do it all the time, brother.
No, I mean I give you that, but same time,
Now,
man.
we know somebody that's doing something wrong, and we still gonna ride with it. So it's no different than them.
Yeah, but I mean, racism is just gonna be here. Now, as
Yeah.
far as them taking chances and going to like urban neighborhoods, I don't think that was a good idea, and I'm pretty sure they don't think so either. But
Yeah, but
as
with
far as
that they
them
come
getting
from.
together and mobilizing and doing their stuff, they've never stopped. Like
Nah,
every year, they've never stopped.
and they never will.
They never stop. So now, will it always end violently? You never know. Because I mean, Charlottesville, that was one of them rallies.
When dude
Uh,
But that wasn't in no urban
rolled through with
neighborhood
the
either.
car, when
it
dude came
wasn't in
through
the
with the
Yeah,
urban
car.
neighborhood, but
that was
a lot of
that wasn't
times,
not in no urban neighborhood. And then you saw a lot of white folks talking about strictly black folk.
You from North
Man,
Carolina?
was that Virginia?
I'm not sure.
I want to say that was in Virginia.
But I know he took the truck,
And
right?
ran through the crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's Virginia. I thought it was North Carolina. I don't know where that
but I
was
mean,
at.
okay. What was the basis of when the gentleman ran through the crowd down here in the French Quarter a couple weeks ago?
I
Right.
don't know, but that I don't
Right.
know if that was racist. The dude was like Arabic. I think he was black.
Okay,
I
okay,
think he was black. Yeah, I think dude was
okay.
black. Yeah.
But I
Now, if he just
mean,
wanted to kill a lot of New Orleans folks, because it smelled like dog shit down. I'm tired of this smell.
I'm tired of this smell. So let me put a few bodies down here and make it even worse.
We're gonna
I'm tired
transition.
of it.
We got that one right there. So we're gonna kind of did it pop up? No, it was
Yeah.
populated. Right. So do you think black people understand their true power in today's world?
No,
No, no.
don't have a clue.
Why? Give me an example, both of
Go
y'all.
ahead, you elaborate, Mac. I got to shoot.
Okay.
He go ahead. Say what you
Imagine
gonna
if
say
someone
again.
was to tell you, as a black person, that you're
Say
the
it again.
smartest. Imagine if someone's to tell you
Yeah.
nothing from an academic standpoint that ever moved the world further was ever created without somebody that looked just like you.
You gotta say that.
I
Right.
mean, there's really been nothing in the world that's been created that moved the world forward that black people didn't either do themselves or white people stole the idea from them.
You're right.
That's a lot to carry. That's a lot to carry. And I
Yeah.
don't think we're ready to carry it. It's a heavy burden. And then to say that, even with everything that black people have had to endure in this country, we still found a way to be that great.
Mm.
It's a lot to carry. And realistically, I don't think people are good enough. I don't think people are strong enough to carry that weight.
Yeah,
Mm.
but those the chosen few. I mean, I'm sure it's people out who probably is capable
It
of
is.
that
But I'm talking about
responsibility.
as us as a whole.
Yeah.
As a whole. We don't think we're intelligent as we are.
We don't, and and it shows in our actions. If you're looking at studies as far as violence, knowing that all we have to do is just come together. If
No.
we if we
And
if
I
we knew
mean,
our power, we wouldn't do. Man, a lot of the stuff that we go through we wouldn't even go through.
I mean, but you can't take on the burden of silly people judgments and mistakes, right? It's people
right.
out here that's influential and very much so powerful and still creating things
Absolutely.
as Mac described, right? You know what I mean? But it's like, you're gonna have them at them crash dummies, right? You're gonna have the silliness and the extra, right? You know what I
I,
mean?
I,
It's
I
just
there's too many crash dummies out here.
it
No,
is.
no, there's not.
But
There's
this
not.
It's
era
not.
though, these
No.
kids, I mean, a lot of this stuff is child's play at this, you know what I mean, at some point when it comes to
It's a devil
maturity
child
level.
game.
A lot of
Uh
times we tend to highlight the shit that they want us to see.
right.
I give you that.
Right. You
For every
100%.
good thing that we have going on, they'll highlight the 10 or 15 bad things.
Right.
So you'll be like, all right, well, man, these YNs is this, they doing it. Nah, man, at the end of the day, come together is such a broad stroke that I don't even think it ever happened.
Right.
Even in
Why
Africa,
you say
we
that?
wasn't one African people. Africa is a continent of 60, 70 countries. We were never
52 to be
one
exact.
African people. You'll never have everybody in the United States on one accord. You'll never
No,
achieve
ain't
that.
gonna happen.
So for
Ain't
you
gonna
to
happen.
even think like, we just got to come together. Wrong answer. Not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I
And
mean,
I,
I see what you're saying. I mean,
Because at
that's
the
why I
end of the
say we
day,
can't.
when Malcolm was preaching
Right.
his rhetoric, we wasn't with him collectively.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Martin was teaching his rhetoric, we wasn't with him collectively.
Right.
When the Black
Right.
Panthers were doing their thing across the country, we weren't with them either.
mhm.
We we
You're gonna have it.
never we've never been on one accord. Never. So I don't even think we can wish and wait on coming together.
No, it's not about wishing. It's not about wishing. But when you see other groups in America,
What
Indians, a
other
lot of
groups? What other groups are we speaking of?
like Asians,
Man,
you
the
look at.
Asian community is divided too.
I'm not saying they're not. There's
Ours is in the
division
forefront.
there's
Ours in the
division.
forefront. We
Yeah,
air ours
there's
out.
division.
That's all.
There's division amongst all races.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
That's why you see a lot of these people coming from other countries. That's their people causing agony in their own country.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I get that.
Africa be stronger. Jamaica be stronger if they was able to come together. right? It ain't gonna happen. Somebody gonna do something janky. You know what I mean? Everybody can't go, right? You can't
But,
save
but,
everybody. Everybody can't go,
but
right?
the
So
reason
it's
why
like
I'm saying
pockets.
I'm looking at as far as in America and knowing how so many people are looking upon us. I mean, like you just said, Mac, uh, how they highlight certain things, right? Okay, they can say we violent, but we all know white people commit crime too. They're doing the
Yeah,
same amount of crime,
Yeah.
absolutely.
but it's highlighted, right? What I'm
Hmm.
saying is knowing that all the how we're being shunned, how we're being looked upon, you would think that majority of us, or even though we might have our own philosophy, that we can collectively come together on some type of situation where we can build
Mm.
and do something to help us all out.
Ah, I mean, end of the day, man, it's so many programs and things set up to keep black people away from each other.
But okay, here you go. You just said programs and things to keep people in play. I mean, people separated. I mean,
Absolutely.
goddamn. When are we going to like? Okay, we know the game, and we about to go against.
And first, you got to figure out that there's a game being played, and a lot of black people don't even realize that part.
Right.
They don't even realize that there's actually a
2025,
game being
they
played.
still don't see that there's some shit out here. But
I'm gonna
No,
tell you something. I'm gonna tell you
and black folks
something.
are just stuck in their own ways, man.
No, not I can't even say that though, right? Because peep
Shit.
game, right? When I'm working inside some of these shelters, right? When think
Mm-hmm.
about when you don't have clothing, you don't have shelter, you don't have food, you ain't even thinking about a game being played. You thinking about survival, right?
right.
Okay.
So long as you keep hold on, long as you keep people in a survival race, a lot of people ain't got time to look up and see the stars and see that is you know what I mean what's really what really time what's I mean what's really going on, right? So that's that you gotta keep that part in mind. Like you know what I mean, everybody is just going through the motions of trying to survive. They ain't got time to look up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I understand everybody as far as certain people that's thriving and those who are struggling, and we all trying to get to the same place, man. So you can't
Right.
say that everybody that's struggling don't have the same thoughts that I'm thinking. Why are we?
No, I'm not
Why?
saying that.
Right. So I think we at a time now in 2000. We got to stop making excuses.
I
Everybody
don't
We
can't
just,
go,
disagree
B.
with you.
we
I
just got
agree,
to
but
stop making excuses, man.
I agree, but everybody can't go. It sounds good if everybody can
Hey,
wake up every day and put their foot in front of the other, whatever they dealing with, whatever their circumstances is. That'd be the perfect world. But in the reality is, everybody can't go. You know what I mean?
everybody ain't going.
Everybody
Right?
ain't
Everybody
going.
want to
Ain't
go.
But
going.
when we talk about ain't going, what do you mean by that? We talk about
Man,
okay, understanding their true power. The true power
okay.
is just being a daddy, being in your
Okay.
child's life. It could be as small as setting
Harriet
a step
Tubman
for
was
kids.
quoted saying she could have freed a lot more slaves, but they didn't even know that they were slaves.
That part.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Everybody can't go. I
That
don't
part.
give a damn. You got to take the people that can. You got to take the like-minded individuals that's
There
willing
you
to go
go.
with you.
There you go.
I get that.
Everybody else, man, let the world happen to them.
It's gonna happen. You can't stop it.
Man,
You gonna
you
stress
not
yourself
be able
out
to
trying to
stop these
save,
people from being
man.
who they are. You not. We can't save the hood.
That's true. We can't.
We can't save them.
And everybody in the hood don't need to be saved because they just reside there. Everybody that grew up with us didn't have that same mind frame that everybody else has.
Yeah, we can't save everybody, man. We can't. We can't
Ain't gonna
collectively
happen.
get everybody. All them black folks that think they white and praise white ideologies and do all of that. We can't save them either.
Gotta say that.
And
Right.
all the black people that praise all the bullshit. We can't save them either.
Hmm.
It's a large group of people that believe and think like we all think. Let's go forward with them.
Okay. I
Let's
dig.
support them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't support everybody. You can't.
Ain't
I'm
gonna
sorry.
happen.
Yeah, everybody ain't going. Hey man,
Hmm.
the boat gonna leave the dock, and there's gonna be some black folks left over.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
That just that's called population control right there, brother.
Hey man, it's gotta happen.
Somebody
It
gotta die.
cannot go no other way. And realistically, the people on both sides of the spectrum, the people that
Hmm.
really want to be white, they killing us. The people that don't want to move forward, they killing us too.
Hmm.
So we losing on both ends trying to protect everybody. We cannot take everybody with us.
No,
Right. I
car,
get
the
you there. I
car
get
ain't big
that.
enough. The car ain't big enough.
No, it
People,
ain't. Man. When the Mexicans leave Mexico, they take the hard working people first.
gotta say that.
You gonna get over here and grind? Come on, let's go get this money.
Gotta say that.
When the Africans come over here and they use their economic power together, they take the people
Yes.
that's gonna grind and they send the
Yes.
money back to the people that did not want to go.
There it
Right.
is.
They send the resources back. We can't save everybody. We keep trying to make stuff happen with people that don't want to make stuff happen.
Mm-hmm. Got to
If you
move
ain't ready
on.
to, if you ain't ready to do this, why are you even over here?
I
Right.
get that.
And then it's
Right.
foolish for us to keep bringing them along. We're gonna keep losing.
It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that's going on that keep people, like I said, from looking up, from even
Hey
tapping in.
man. Look, man.
So you
You
see how
you
that
So,
will
is with
see
them.
okay.
more black
Oh,
people
oh,
working against black causes than you'll
Yep.
see white people.
that's true.
And that you can't win with people like them.
So, with the title, understanding our truth, we will never understand it. I mean, I will. I see our power. I definitely see our power.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
I
but
agree.
then black people can be easily manipulated
Uh
because they'll just put somebody on TV. They'll put somebody in the forefront, and then they'll forget that this is a game that's being played.
Right.
Like if you ever okay, I give you an example. Now you remember when they seen Jerry Jones at the rally in Arkansas? They found the old picture, Jerry Jones at the rally in Arkansas against school integration.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Okay, ESPN the next day. Who did ESPN roll out to protect Jerry Jones?
Was it Stephen A?
Stephen A. Smith.
Was it?
It was. Oh man. I personally know him. He let me come to his house. This is what they do.
But let me ask you this:
Yeah.
can he change?
Hell no.
Can who
No.
change?
Jerry Jones?
Oh, nah, he stuck in. Now he locked in.
Okay, he can change. But why would it be a black man's job to get on TV
Right.
and defend his honor?
That's true. I get that. I would have never did.
Okay.
I
If
would let
he's
him
changed,
explain.
you get on TV and you tell them people, yeah, man, I had them. I was going through whatever I was going through at the time, and I've changed. You tell
Right.
us that.
Right.
Why would the black man have to get on TV and fight for you? Why would that happen?
Right.
Just let a black man get caught up in some stuff. Jerry Jones ain't gonna go to bat for you.
Right.
So
When
I got a
all the black
question.
folks. I'm
Because
listening.
he has gotten some stuff.
I got a question. Just to kind of go on with what you going on, Mac. Was in the Lincoln Heights situation. Then you see people came out and started praying, right? Like the churches, right? And don't get it twisted. I'm very spiritual, right? Very spiritual. I
Right.
believe in a higher power, right? But the churches, right? Now, the churches play a part in the black community struggle hole, right?
Absolutely.
It takes the fight out of us, right? And it's said, and don't get it twisted. They could pray. Hey, I can dig it. Don't get it twisted. But it's like even when you think of Al Sharpton, when you think of Jesse Jackson and people of that nature of these different churches, how they true role in the black community is to keep us controlled, right? It's almost like a boule, right?
Hmm.
B Farley, I know you sent that to me. One of y'all sent it to me,
Yeah.
right? But so it's like so to say that for us, what Mac was saying, how they put Stephen A. Smith out there, boom, right?
Yeah,
Or they put a preacher out there, boom, go ahead, calm them down. You know what I mean?
right.
Make them relax. Tell them, you know what I mean, pray about it. What it is what it is. Don't get it twisted. But on certain situations that it doesn't call for that at that time, right? And what you do behind closed doors, you do behind closed doors, right? But don't muzzle, don't muzzle
The movement.
the movement, right?
Mm.
Because we older. The fighters are the young cats now. I mean,
Right.
that's the army, the young homies, right? So, but just to piggyback what you're saying though, yeah, they do put people in play, our people in play to
Absolutely.
kind of
Yeah,
control
to
the
defeat
situation.
the claim. I get that. They do. It's like he called his black friend, hey, I'm in a situation. Let him know who I am. But I know people can absolutely change. I'm not going to say that he is, because there's been some things that's been on my heart, and I don't even think no more. But I'm not saying that's the situation. I don't need nobody to speak for me. So I get it.
Oh, he did, and he got it.
Yeah, he got it.
But nah, though, man. Just to wrap this up, man. We chop it up. I want to end this on a positive note. Let's see if we can end this dialogue about what happened in Lincoln Heights. On a positive note. We're gonna start with you, Mac D. Can you put something positive that came out of that situation?
I'll start with well, okay. I loved how black people came out to support their community. I love that.
Right.
Now, burning of the flags and all of that, I don't understand the symbolism of that, but I like how they came out and they were not happy with what was going on. And
Right,
they reacted in the way that they reacted. I loved it.
right.
Got to say that. Beef easy. Put something in there.
Yeah.
Positive
To
note you
piggyback off
can.
what he just said, yeah, they did come to defend their community, but what flags were they burning?
They was burning some of their flags.
Oh,
They got
if
a
we
hold of
don't,
some of the flags that they had, and they was
but you
burning
know
them.
what? It's funny. If we're gonna burn any flag, we should burn the American flag. And the reason why I say that, not that, because I'm gonna go with this. There's been more black folks who died under that American flag than anything.
Byron, he asked you to
I know.
find something positive
I
about the
No,
tell
I'm
him,
gonna say
tell him,
something.
situation.
I know, no, but what I'm saying, I, no, but what I'm saying, I love. I love.
hey.
Yeah.
Hold on, here you go, B. B, here you go. Hold on, where is it?
That Nash.
Hold on.
Who this nigga on that Nash?
Hey, why did you say that to a white guy? I know. I said, who's that nigga on the land?
Hey, hold on. Hey, hear this one. Hear this one. This Byron.
How much it gonna cost to turn one of them white only pies?
It's a nigga.
Say, who's that nigga on that name?
Byron Tom Bell.
Come on,
Them
Byron. You try to go
motherfuckers.
positivity, baby.
Oh,
You
no,
gotta
no,
end
no,
this
no,
on a
no, no, no,
positive
no,
note.
no. But you know what? I know a couple guys. I know a couple guys in Lincoln Heights and Lincoln Heights, not just Lincoln Heights, Lincoln Heights, Wyoming,
Yeah.
Glendale. They do have a very good, they have a very sense of community. Them guys up that way, and I love that.
Uh-huh.
I love that, and so they wasn't gonna take it. I appreciate them standing up, but in the same token, with them coming out there protesting and whatever they do called us, I hope we or that community wake up and say, you know what? Let's start taking control of our neighborhood and start doing more positive things.
Yeah.
Right. No, I agree 1,000. I agree 1,000.
Who
Uh,
on the
but nah, hold on. So just to end it on the positive, like I said, I agree with both of y'all. The fact that you know, we showed up, right? We came out to show our energy that we don't agree with that mind frame, right? We look at it as being disrespectful, you know what I mean, etc. But at the same time, let's have that same energy for our own community, as you were saying, B. You know what I
Right.
mean? Have the same energy. Don't just pop out because when it's time to engage in
Yeah.
that, right?
Right.
Have that same
Let's
energy. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Let's have that same energy just within the community and the outside community, right? And
right.
then as the police, right? The good thing came out of it, they did their job, right? Did nobody get hurt? It was guns on the vicinity. You know what I mean? It was guns on in the area. They were strapped up. So the fact that, you know, they did their job, that was a positive note. So yeah. I gotta say that. But what you about to say, B?
Forgot, man. Threw me off.
You forgot. Oh, motherfucker. Nigga
No,
sleepy,
no,
man.
no. But you know
He
what?
he
Now I'm gonna tell you this. Now, as far as the way they showed up, like you just said, you know, keep that same energy. Um, as far as any type of BS that's going on out that way, or just in the city, period, we should be boycotting as far as shootings in our
yes.
neighborhood. Uh, anything that went, we from Wind Terrace, and so anything goes on, we should be like, hey man, that ain't cool. Not just
So you
in Wind
saying
Terrace, anywhere.
you saying go back and post up on Dutch and stop the violence.
Man, just letting them know, like, hey, y'all, this is better way, man. And it really is.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. Yeah, but like I said, man, you know, we're gonna end it on that note, man. Once again, man, I appreciate you, brothers, and we're gonna tap in on the regular, man. You know, make this a thing. I know right now we have 0 supporters as we speak. But like I said, this thing gonna grow. We're gonna tap in and, you know, make it a monthly, twice a month thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all with it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. All right, I'm gonna leave y'all with my slogan, man. The fight of your life, but take some coaching. Keep swinging. Yeah.
Be good,
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah.
Let me end this, y'all.